From Senegal to Sugar Hill, trace the bloodline. 100 years of brilliance through the color line. They thought the shackles broke but kept the mental chain. Langston penned the future while they legislated pain. Harlem's ballrooms birthed the cosmos in mahogany, while lynching trees still decorated southern botany. Josephine, Waker's pearls and Garvey's Navy ships. Du Bois debating destiny with scholarship on his lips. The Renaissance was a renaissance, it was resistance, fam. Every trumpet blast from Armstrong was a battering ram. They gave us minstrel shows, we gave them Sora Neal. Turned depression into art, made the fabricated real. Cotton Club excluded us from tables every set. To form the Deanest Nightly, never free from the deck. But Bessie Smith could shatter glass, shatter cash, shatter lies. Every note she sang contained a revolution in disguise. Build temples from the rubble, make cathedrals from the struggle. Turn the margins to the center, now they study what we scribble. We build temples from the rubble, every generation double. The inheritance of genius that they try to keep us from. Fast forward through the decades, watch the pattern reassemble. Malcolm's speeches, Martin's marches, every voice begins to tremble to the earth until the structure shows its fractures. FBI was tracking every coon with every pastor, every actor. 40 acres never came but 40 minutes on a stage. To reconvene your consciousness and channelize the rage. From bebop to hip-hop, the fool lines mathematical. Each generation weaponized the beautiful, the radical. They gave us Reagan, now there's crack and mass incarceration. We gave them Public Enemy and blueprints for liberation. The Harlem Renaissance never ended, just evolved its form. Every freestyle cipher is a brainstorm, is a storm. Where the children of the talented, the tenth that the boys prophesied, inherit the fire that the water couldn't wash aside. They tried to write us out the narrative. We offered all on text, 100 years of proof, and that we're destined. Where was next? Temples from the rubble, made cathedrals from the struggle. Turned the largest to the center, now they study what we scribble. We built temples from the rubble, every generation double. The inheritance of genius that they tried to keep us from.
All right, all right. This is and you are Under the Groove podcast. Hey, look, man, tonight we're touching bases with the people like we always do Tuesdays and Thursdays. We try to get it in, man. We try to, link up with the people and have those discussions that matter, that really affect us, based on what we're putting in this get out, what we call the World Group Congregation. Our discussions, believe me, they are relevant. So don't think that they're not. Don't think that people aren't hearing or reading what you're saying in the comments. Keep them coming. All right. Keep that chat up and running. All right. That's what matters, man. Here, man, we do everything above board. We keep it straight. Y'all know how this groove go, man. It's where we see no evil, we hear no evil, and we speak no evil. But again, we keep things above board. And by doing so, we keep it respectful. We'll tap into those things or on those things that matter, and we'll speak truth to power about those things. That's what we do. What we do, what we will do though, and we all know this, man, especially those in the Royal Good Congregation, we will focus on the focus, all right? This is where we get down with the get down. We present or represent B1, which means blacks first, all right? Black first, man. That's it. That's all, man. This is where we put people over paper. It's where we acknowledge the God gene in us and that the power is in the people as a result of the divine anointing by the Most High, or whatever you may call or refer to that power that be that you pay homage to and respect and revere. All right. That said, listen, man, I want to start out talking about FBA. That's the Foundational Black Americans, all right? FBA. And for those who don't know, listen, you're an FBA if those who came before you, were here long before they get to talking or started talking about slavery, all right, man? That's just as simple as that, man. Before the 15th, 16th century, our people was here. Facts. Go check it out if you don't think what I'm saying or what's being spoken about or what's being said is true or not. Go research it. We were here before all that, all right? We were here before the United States was the United States, all right? We are the indigenous people to Turtle Island. Don't get it twisted. So if your forebears were here way before, like I said, slavery, even after the fact, Jim Crow, the civil rights movement, all the stuff that we done been through as a people, man, you're FBA. You're Foundational Black American. All that means is that We have ownership. We've been here before anybody else, man. Not only that, but our culture supersedes any culture, any other culture that tries to represent that they were here before us and established whatever they said they established. Go do some research on that, man, because I have started to do that myself. That said, let's get into this thing, man. I wanted to talk about, like I said, FBAs, Foundational Black Americans. And I'm pretty sure most of us who are in this Royal Group congregation are FBAs, or your parents were FBAs, or their parents were FBAs. Trust that, all right? That said, let's start how we always start, man. I want to get into these comments, man. First and foremost, Grand Rising to the Royal Group congregation. Hey, if you're in here, man, that means, hey, man, you're fortunate. You got up this, today, and you did what you needed to do. You're still here. That means a lot. We need to take not for granted that we're here, but we need to take into consideration that, again, there are a lot of people didn't make it this far today. All right. So don't just pat yourself on the back, but appreciate it and respect the fact that you are here. And you're here, man. It's a purpose. It's a reason for you being here, not just on this platform, but in that form, you're breathing, your heart is beating, your spirit is alive. All that matters. All right. So don't take it for granted, man. Do not take that for granted. That's all I ask the Royal Group congregation, anybody who may come in here and listen to this platform and what's being said, not just from me, the host, but also the Royal Group congregation. Those are the people in this get out. We speak truth to power. That's it. All right. That's it. Let me knock down some of these comments because they up and running. I ain't got it started yet. In this gang of them. Hey, James Cash, I see you. James Cash, 1972. He says, salute, Brother Bug. Much respect from East Compton with love. Shouts out to the real brothers and sisters worldwide. All right. Hold your head up high and raise that black fist to the sky. Y'all know how that shit go, man. See, that's also a part of the FBA get out. That's part of the culture. Civil rights, all that, man. Black, that's all FBA, man. That it is what it is, man. But yeah, black fist raised high to the sky, man. There is power in the people, and let's nudge our brothers and sisters, to let them understand that they have the power, man. And if they don't, then let's help them get it. Let's help them acquire it. Let's help them to wake it up, I appreciate you, James Cass, for being in this get down as always, brother. Peace and blessings to you and yours. See one dead. There she go. She front and center today. Yeah. All love. She says, Grand Rising family, I'm sitting in the backyard on my phone talking to my best friends as they drive home. See, there you go. Touching bases with your people. That's some real stuff, y'all. It ain't just the title of this get out, touching bases with the people. Like literally, that's what it should be. We should always find a means, a way, even an excuse if need be to touch bases with the people. Tap in, man. Tap in. Tap in. To not do so, ain't no telling what you'd have missed. Especially if it's something of positivity, if it's something productive, if it's just to send that love out. You know what I mean? Don't miss the opportunity to touch bases with the people, y'all. That's important. All right. So, hey, see one day we're good. It's good to see you in here again, Queen. Peace and blessings to you and yours. Hopefully everything has been everything down at the deep. You still regulating, head high, confident, not worried about nothing, not worried or complaining about nothing. The struggle is real. All right. The struggle is real. Can't worry about it. You can't complain about it. You're going to be in it or you ain't. All right. Hold your head, sister. Got a lot of love, man. The Royal Group congregation says this. You have a lot of love. So keep pushing. How you pushing? All right. James Cash, I'm going to speak for myself because I don't want nobody to get offended. But game banging is the most idiotic thing I've seen in my life. It's brought only suffering, neglect, and broken families. Wait a minute, brother. You're not by yourself. That coming from you to me, ex-game banger, makes all the sense in the world. It's true. It's true. When I finally got to the point to realize, man, that man, I wasted my life, man. Straight up. I wasted my life, man, for something, man, that didn't mean nothing. And it didn't mean nothing for the simple fact that whatever we was doing when we called ourselves gang banging, it did not bring positivity, prosperity, or productivity to our community. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm going to say it a whole lot, man. There are those of us who gang bang, man, and took hits for this, man. We called ourselves loving our community, representing, man, to death or to life sentences or just jail time and period, man, to the degradation, you know what I'm saying, of ourselves, man. Just, we've done some stuff, some real idiotic stuff. None of it has paid off. We got brothers right now sitting in penitentiary, sisters as well, call themselves representing this community they love. In reality, man, the community it's not reciprocal. See, we love the community, man. We're going to go about living life in such a way to where the community benefits from our deeds, what we're doing to bring prosperity and positivity, even productivity to the community. We've done none of that. Yeah, it's idiotic, bro. One of my phrases now, and I mean it, gang banging needs to die so that brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, aunties and uncles can live. Come on, man. Anybody that's gang banging, man, and don't understand what's really, really going on, being idiots, man. They're being idiots. But then again, a lot of them are sheep. A lot of them are being, misled. There's a lot of misrepresentation being put before a lot of the youth and others. We can't just keep saying it's the youth, because I'm going to tell you what propels that motor, that engine for the youth to do what they're doing and keep doing what they're doing. You have older individuals, man, in the shadows, throwing rocks, hiding their hands. You know what I mean? They're not telling these young brothers and sisters the truth. They're not telling them the truth. Same way y'all here talking about you love your set and on the dead home and all this. Hey, man, that's all irrelevant, man. It don't mean nothing. It's just phrases you guys are saying, man. Because when the time comes, if the time comes, and I don't wish this on nobody, where you have to go inside them penitentiary, the penal system, them same dudes, those same individuals that you called yourself gunning for, sliding on, wanting to kill, wanting to see gone, be them same, that homeboys gonna be up in there, man, and y'all gonna have to depend on one another. That's truth to power, homie. It's truth to power. You all here talking about ain't no peace out here, this, that, and the third. Go up in there, watch. It's gonna be peace, or you're gonna get your hat brought to you. That's truth to power, homie. So if brothers are out here doing what they do, I get it. I don't condone it. I get it. Listen, man, if y'all ain't chasing a bag, whatever it is, man, you're doing, man, do that. But leave the hate for other brothers, yourselves, really, out of the equation. Go get your money, man, if that's what you want to do. Because I'm telling you, if you're doing, whether you get your money, you're gang banging, shit gonna catch up. That's just the way it is, man. That's the way the system is rigged. It will catch up with you. And when it does, not if it does, you're going to find yourself sitting in penitentiaries with these same individuals from those same neighborhoods, sets, gangs that you espouse hatred for. But you're going to have their back and they're going to have yours. That's reality. That's reality. You sitting up in there, man, you ain't got nothing to eat. You don't have a stamp. I don't know if y'all write letters anymore up in there, because everybody got the little with whatever they call them, the little gadgets. But listen, man, when your set doing bad, there are other brothers in there from different sets gonna look out. It's just the way it is. So get used to it now. If that's the life or the road you on in your life, where you in the streets, you doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You getting how you live, and you live how you getting it. Shit catch up, man, eventually. Prepare. You might not, you may say you don't want to, hey, man, that ain't me, that ain't it. Hey, man, hey, there are examples right now on social media where, yeah, that's going to be good. You're going to get along. You're going to be your brother's keeper. You're going to have the enemigos of the ops back. So they're going to have yours. It's just a script, bro. So that being said, man, listen, you brothers, man, you guys are involved in something that makes no sense. If you love your community, you wouldn't destroy it. Straight up. You would want to see it prosper, flourish. You want to be the beneficiaries of benefits and productivity. If something happened to you, then things are set up in such a way to where your mama is all right, your children are right, are all right, your woman is all right, being looked after, and not in the sense of the context. Most of us understand that go in the way that goes down. When you go to jail, the homie running up in your girl, it's a reason for that too. This is how messed up things are. You know what I mean? Same dude that you hung out with, you, whatever you did with, be the one sliding up in your girl. Brothers got to get some sense about themselves, man. If you love your set, you love your hood, you love your gang, you love the community you from, take care of it. Take care of it. Be one of them individuals, man, in your community who is representing what is right about the community. What's right about the community? Making sure that there's no trouble in the community. Making sure you don't bring trouble to the community. Making sure that brothers in the community are working together. So much so that, ideas are abound. Then you end up spreading over to other communities, man. You're doing the work, the righteous work. I can imagine, man, a lot of brothers, man, passed away, man, representing this gang shit, don't have headstones. You representing where you from. You talking about on the dead homies. Where's his headstone? That's how you represent, man. That's how you represent, man. Your fallen comrades, man. You make sure they straight, man. Even in rest, man. You make sure that family is right, man. And you making sure you out there to make sure that stuff can happen. See, because you're not going to get it done in there. You're not going to get it done in there. You're not going to get it done dead. On the dead homies, on the set, that's not respect, man. That's not representing. It's just not. Everything, man, brothers are doing, everything I did when I was gang banging was idiotic. It represented nothing. It didn't bring anything positive to the community, to set the gang I was from. It did not. It did not. Did nobody go by my mama house, man, and say, hey, man, hey, Miss Birdie, you all right? Can I cut your grass? You need to go shopping. Let me go shopping with you. Did your bills paid? You need any help? Need support? Did nobody go see my kid's mother and say, hey, you all right, Lisa? Did nobody go and see my wife and say, hey, man, how is he for real? If y'all need anything, let me know. Let us know. We're going to support you because that's a homeboy. Cats be trying to run up in my girl. Like, oh, he ain't never getting out. Then that's what the set gives you. And to represent that and to know, listen, man, most of y'all ain't dumb. And I've always said this about young brothers and sisters. Ain't nothing dumb about y'all. But when you fall for this type of stuff, it just makes you an idiot. See, that can be changed. That can be corrected. You could be an idiot today, but then tomorrow you go about it the right way. You could be a conscious brother, man, who's on point on the game. You know what I mean? He's on his shit. His community means everything to him because it's his family. Just think about that, man. What y'all doing, man, is idiotic. It's a waste of your future. And it's in place the way it is now, especially on social media, to deter you, to keep you from focusing on a focus, from getting a hold of yourself consciously, so that you can start to map out, create a plan for your future, bro, for the future of your community, your set. So your set don't have to be a game. Your set, the individuals in your set can get everything together, man, and you guys can create a business, a real business. Not only no gang shit, but as men and women, start uplifting the community, man. Start putting some headstones on them graves, man, that ain't got. Start looking out for them mothers and fathers, them women, them wives and baby mamas. You know what I mean? That's what real representation is, man. That's what it should be about. Brother, stop throwing away your lives, man. And I'm telling you, you getting this from somebody that know. Somebody that know. Started gangbanging a long time ago, man. And I'm going to tell you, man, nothing good came from it, man. I sat up in jail a whole lot. Actually, more than half my life. Y'all homeboys out there that can tell you the same thing I just said. They're the ones y'all need to be looking for. The ones, man, that's working now. And, you know, they concerned with what's going on in the community, in the hood, on the set, in the game. But, you know, they looking at shit like, damn, man, you know, I don't know how to reach these cats. It's you brothers, man, that have been through what I've been through. We know what it is. It's about just the effort, man. You reach them, man, by initiating a conversation, man, and telling them the truth. That's it. Just tell them the truth, man. This is a no-win. Okay, how many individuals y'all want to slide on? You slide on, you're gonna get caught. If you don't end up dead first, and it's all over, man. When it's all over, you're living, you end up in the penitentiary. Trust me, level 4, you're gonna pull the queue, man. That means you're gonna fall in line. You go to prison thinking you're bigger than the program if you want to. It's going to change real fast, man. Reality is going to step in and shock your ass right into the present. You're going to know, oh, shit. You don't have to go there to get structured. You don't have to go there, man, to know that man, what we doing or what you're doing, man, is idiotic. It's a waste of your time and your future. You don't got to go there for that, man. All right. I'm not going to go on this long thing, man. But James Kettis, I appreciate that comment, brother, because that's truth to power right there. That's truth to power. Gangbanging is the most idiotic thing we're doing as a people. As a people, it brings no prosperity, no positivity, no productivity to the community you profess to love to death. None. All right. Y'all start thinking about that, man. You know, like I said, don't wait till it's too late, man, where you might not have get back. Think about that stuff, man, because it's real. Life is real, man. It's happening right now. While you sitting down squandering each day that you're presented to do something better with yourself and for your community, when you squandering that, man, shit getting worse. Every day, man, you don't take advantage of opportunity, man, or take advantage of the opportunity, you know, you living to do something better for yourself and your community, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. And like I said, man, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, represent your tribe. How you gonna represent it though? How is the representation of your tribe beneficial to you and the tribe and the people in it, the community? That's that beneficial, man. You know, I'm all ears. Like I said, I can tell you straight out, man, it's not beneficial. Ain't shit beneficial about it, man. It's just more the same, man. It's just reckless behavior, man. I'm telling you, man, it does no good for nobody. Y'all check it out, man. Get a bar of it. But hey, yeah, James, appreciate that comment. You go on to say, cheers to life and those who live it righteously. The devil is a liar and the punk MF devil can't come anywhere around me, and that's on mine. Love, power, and respect to all my people. One. Appreciate that to being up in this get down, bro. This is one of the members of the Royal Group congregation. Spitting truth to power, man. B1 equals black first, man. And all the stuff on the side, man, that we indulge in, and it's not representative of something powerful. You know, if it's not something that's, helping to determine and dictate what the future of the community is in a positive sense, in a productive sense, or prosperous sense, it's a waste of time, man. It's a waste of your future. It's a waste of your energy. Don't be an idiot, man. Don't be that idiot, man, like I was. Find himself doing a life sentence, man, and not understanding why, man. Family members out here dying. Can't attend a funeral, man. All kind of stuff going on, man. I'm not there to protect or provide for my family. I'm a straight idiot. So brother got a point. And I'm telling y'all, from my perspective, from my experience, he has a point. And it's valid. Jabarni, man, 5980, man, listen. He said blessings on top of blessings, big, and the Royal Group congregation, black love. That's it, man. That's all, y'all. We have to get to this point to where we understand for real, man, our purpose. It's not walking up and down the streets all through Los Angeles or wherever the hell we at, talking about this, that, I'm from Wuhan, and we don't own none of that shit. We don't own none of it, man. A lot of us get blessings, man, and squander them. To have gotten up, at that grand rising was your first blessing today. You're supposed to take that, man, and build on it. Straight up, man. You're supposed to take that and build on it. You have to be in a position where you recognize when you are fortunate enough, man, to make some changes or a change in your life first before anybody else's. You cannot help your set. You cannot help your hood, your gang, if you can't help your damn self, man. Truth power, man. Facts. So you brothers wake up, man. You sisters wake up, man. We got a lot of work to do. And the shit we own ain't got nothing to do with it. Trust me. Agreed, man. 5038 says food for black thoughts, which equals growth. Brothers and sisters. Food for thought, man. Food for thought, man. Food for thought, man. Focus on the focus, y'all, so that you can get out with this get out in the appropriate fashion. They love in the fact that all that energy is out there in the streets and it's been expended on each other. Individuals that look just like you, rather than those who are really at the center or the core of what we're all going through. I told you that playbook, man, is wide open, man. The plays in that playbook, man, are set in such a way, man. I'm telling you, if you're not focused on the focus, you will fall for the okie doke. Old Malcolm said, man, you will be hoodwinked and bamboozled. You will be led astray. That ain't cap, man. That is not cap. It's truth to power, man. Brothers and sisters, educate yourselves, man. Recondition your minds, man, your mindset, man, so that you can start to make them moves, man, that really matter. Where you can make them moves where you actually represent your community in such a way, man. I'm telling you, it would leave those who want you to act a certain way astounded. They would trip and fall on themselves, man, if you brothers and sisters just made it happen. And it ain't really hard. It's not hard to do. It's about a decision, a choice. It's about a choice. You followed long enough. Now it's time for some of you, most of you, to start leading in the right way, man. Like again, the brother said, food for thought, food for black thoughts. All right, get that try, man. Focus on the focus, man. Let's see what you come up with. You'd be surprised how that black mind works. So it's phenomenal, man. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it on the planet. Queen and Zinger 740 says, brothers and sisters, how you doing on this fine day? Peace and blessings to the Royal Group congregation. And peace and blessings right back to you, Queen and Zinger. Much love, much love, much love. Love you, love you, love you. Eric Reed said, I'm here, brother. Growth for the people and knowledge. That's it, man. We've been kept from that intentionally. Growth and knowledge. It's a reason for, again, there's a reason for this, man. It's a reason for it. To grow means, man, you are maturing. You getting to a level or place in your life where you're starting to think like men and women, you know? And as a result of that, you gain knowledge. You start accruing and you know, you just get knowledge. Your brain is starting to expand, man. Knowledge can be education. So you're re-educating yourselves, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with just educating yourselves and becoming more knowledgeable, first about you, so that you can be knowledgeable about everything and everybody else around you. Again, what I'm saying, man, about the set, about the hood and all that is real. You can't say, man, that you love your set. You love your hood. You love your gang. You love your community. And you tearing it down. You killing in it. You dying in it. Can't love that, man. Ain't no way. You don't take no rocket scientist to understand that, man. Focus on the focus, people. Eric Reed said Nubian knowledge, man. First and foremost, ain't nothing like it. James Cash says, if they not like us, they need to get like us. I hate to say it because not all skin folk are kinfolk. We got to separate the real from the fake. Know yourself, know your history, know your worth. I'm gonna read that again, man. So we you know, and brothers and sisters coming here, man, who are a part of, and we have a lot that are not a part of the Royal Group congregation that spit knowledge, truth to power, man. It can't get no realer than that. If they are not like us, they need to get like us. I hate to say it because not all skin folk are kinfolk. We got to separate the real from the fake. Know yourself and know your history. You know your worth. That's the problem, I think. This is why we do idiotic things, because we don't really understand our worth. We have not the knowledge or the education to understand our worth or get to the point where we can acquire education to get to the point where we can know our worth. It's real stuff, man. Know your worth, man. In order to do that, you got to get to the point where you know you. And you willing to put yourself in the best light, man, possible. It ain't about being mediocre, man. Second rate, even average. That's what we've succumbed to. Mediocrity, average, you know. Oh man, that ain't us. We're greater than that. We're greater than that, man. I gotta get to that part, man. Eric Reed said, we are the original man and woman. And again, man, this is the thing. A lot of our brothers and sisters don't really understand that because, excuse me, everybody, because of the miseducation, you know, because of what we've been through generation upon generation. But, I think a lot of what we've been through and made it out of has been lost. It's been covered over, you know, so that brothers and sisters like themselves, like a lot of us, man, We don't get to see that part. We don't hear that. That men, we rise. We continue to rise. You know, the Phoenix ain't got nothing on us, man. We rise regardless, man. From fire, from rain, from snow, whatever, man, we rise, man. Hardship, atrocities, you know, that's what we do. We rise. We are the original man and woman. We the ones got the God gene. Y'all stop watching. It's a whole lot on social media, man, that help you not be the idiots that we are, or that you are. Let's be real, man. You kind of want to go and find that, though, more than you want to go look at this BS that we see every day on social media. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And the facts right here. Keep watching social media and all these characters, all these so-called players in it. Time's short, man. The time is short. The time is short. That's only because it's our time now, man. The energy has determined and dictate that it's our time now. Anybody fighting against our upliftment, man, you know, our empowerment, you know, our push, man, back to excellence, to all those things, man, to make us who we are. We're part of the God gene. We're gods, man. All that shit that's in the way, is swept to the wayside. That's what's gonna happen. See what's going on in the world, man. Shit is happening in real time. The world is changing. LA brothers and sisters seem to be the only ones that ain't got that memo. The world is changing, man. The powers that be, man, has determined we are to be a part of that change. In fact, we are the ones to initiate it. Real spit, man. Jabarni, man, 5980 said, man, blessings on top of blessings, big bro. Much love to the Royal Group congregation. Black love. I think I already read that. Appreciate you, Jabarni, man. Hopefully everything is everything. You and yours are well, bro. James Cash, I agree, bub. No diss to the so-called natives, but black brothers and sisters are the real originators of the earth. I'm tired of the BS and lies and others. It's all about me and mine. Black first. This is the mindset we're supposed to be on. But I'm gonna tell you something. We could be angry, you know, we could be frustrated about a lot of shit, but be in control. Be focused on the focus. You know, why are you angry? Why are you frustrated? Okay, go and address that, man, in such a way that where, you know, there's no fallback, man. No one can say, hey, you know, that's some BS or this, that, and that. They don't, damn all that. Control, man, you know, not only what we see and hear and what we do, but hey, man, control what we allow ourselves to become a part of, or what we allow into our space, what we allow to mix with our energy. All that shit matters, man. You know, we're gonna be tired, man, until we ain't tired no more. We're gonna be tired till we ain't tired no more. And I'm saying, man, a lot of us been saying enough is enough. We're tired. We are tired, man. Seeing brothers and sisters, man, the demise of brothers and sisters. And the demise, it don't necessarily have to be them brothers no longer living, those sisters no longer living. It could be the fact you get carted off to prison for the rest of your life. That's your demise. You are from that point on ineffective. Like I said, man, you go up in there, man, with them like, man, nah, game over. Game over. But yeah, man, you know, black first, man. Brothers, let's get a hold of ourselves. Sisters, let's get a hold of ourselves and let's do the work, the real shit, you know, the real work. That is getting our communities right, getting ourselves right first so that we can address and go into the communities and set the pace, man, for what righteousness is. Put it in front of them. Like I say, man, there are certain brothers and sisters out here, man. Come on, man. We could change shit, man, tomorrow if we chose to. If we came together, man, and stopped this BS, man, it would take us to do that. If all those who feel like, hey, man, now they want to keep, repping some shit they don't own and killing for shit they ain't, don't own nothing on. Hey, man, push them to the wayside. Not necessarily discard them. Push them over there to the wayside, man. All right, get out the way then. Get out the way, man. That's what need to be done. And we said, I love my people, but don't agree with individuals' decisions, but love always, Nubian love. And that's what we own. A lot of this stuff, we don't agree with it. We just don't. We've had so many people, man. Look, man, again, I say first, I'm speaking about me. Opportunities I've had, I've squandered. So many people have come before me, man, who've lost blood, who sweated and died, man, for my life to be, in the light or in the position of in the mindset I'm in now. Before, like I said, my awakening, me, coming into this thing where I understood that I had wasted a whole lot of time, man. Before that, I get, I should have, but I didn't. So many have come before us, man, and given themselves up, sacrificed themselves for us, man, to be in a position where we're supposed to be doing way better than what we're doing. In facts. But again, we all tend to act a fool. Everybody gonna get a turn to be an idiot, to be a fool. You're gonna get a turn also, man, to be that conscious brother, that educated brother or sister. You're gonna get a chance. Everybody get a turn, man, to turn new leaf. Some of us get 2 and 3 opportunities, man, to correct ourselves so that we can correct the way we're living, man. And not only that, but help those who need correcting, support in order to correct. It's just facts, man. Facts. James Cass, man, he said, man, I love you, bub, and I love everyone in here and those outside who don't even know it. I love them. I tell my brothers and sisters every day when I walk by them, I love them, regardless how they respond. Man, real spit. I see brothers and sisters, man, I'm nodding. I'm letting, ain't no mean mugging, nothing. I'm nodding. I'm acknowledging them. I see you, brother. I see you, sister. And nod. Back in the day, it used to be like, it was all good. We grew up like that. I don't care where you were. You saw a black person, man or woman, give them that nod. You speak, you know what I'm saying? But I remember, man, like it was today, that nod. So you get it right back, going about their business. That's what we need to get back to. That's what we need to get back to. And we said it's tribalism. Yeah, man. We always need, James Cass said, we always need to communicate with our people, see how they are doing and how they're feeling. Sometimes a conversation can change everything for somebody, or even if it's a small change, it's anything possible or positive. Excuse me, James. But yeah, that's the point. Again, man, when we touching bases, we come on here like, it's clockwork. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we come here, man, 6:15, whatever, we touching bases with the people. But are you really touching bases with the people? Is it just here? Brothers and sisters, man, they go on these social media sites, man, platforms, and they in the comments, in the shit, again, this idiotic shit, man. None of it makes sense. But are you really touching bases with the people? That could be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, aunt, uncle, your cousins, your blood relatives. You tapping in? You having those discussions and conversations that are worthwhile having? You talking about your fears? You talking about your aspirations? Your love, your hate. what's right and what's wrong. That's touching bases with the people, man. It ain't just on this platform. It's in life in general. It's supposed to be done every day. We've been told, man, it ain't cool to speak to one another no more. You know, where you from? Where you from? You know, they killed, man, the energy. They killed the harmony. You know, they killed brotherly and sisterly love amongst us, man. Touch bases with the people, y'all. Touch bases with the people. And I've said this before, it's bigger than what we see. It's bigger than what we think. It's going that extra step. It's that extra word, that extra nod. What's up? Touching bases, man. All right, get in that shit, man, because it's real. It is real. Eric Reed said it's called false representation. So sad. James Cash, y'all tune in, hit that like button, and please subscribe. We're all we got. You know, my comment to that is always, man, like, share, comment. Subscribe if you see fit. You know, because this might not be the podcast for those who want, you know, that excitement and that drama, you know, amongst the, you know, their own kind. You know, you're not going to get that here. You know, what we got here, man, to offer, man, unity, love, respect, you know, and wanting to see brothers and sisters excel, you know, get back to the point, man, where we can just speak, man, naturally to one another, man, go on about our business. That's what you're going to find here. Education, you know, knowledge. That's it. You're going to find power in the people here. You're going to find that we give power to the people. Those who don't know they have it. All we doing is tapping in, nudging. They got it. It's what you're going to get here, man. But you ain't going to get no buffoonery. You're not going to get no characters. You know, you're not going to get me, you know, dudes chasing clout and all this stuff. We don't care about that. I don't care about that. Make that clear. I don't care about that. Y'all going to pay, ain't no cash app, ain't none of that. Ain't no, you know, pay me, subscribe to pay, you know, to get exclusive content. No, man, this shit free. It should be. It should be. Make my bag on the people. Why would I do that? People in the same boat as me, man. And we stop to think and really consider what's going on around us, man. We can figure out ways to get the bag from others. Let's get the real bag, man, from other people, man, who took the bag from us. Again, man, we are people, man, in the United States of America. Annually, we spending over $1.34 trillion. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, you know, we trying to get the money from the wrong people. You know what I mean? We're spending the money with the wrong people. You know, we're spending money with the wrong people. We got the bread already. It's just a matter of learning and knowing how to utilize it, make it work for us. We already got the bag. Straight up, man. Keith Clark, what it do, man? Peace to you as well, brother. I see you in this get down, man. As always, it's always an honor and pleasure to see you in this get down with us, man. Hopefully everything is everything on your end and you're doing what you've been doing, man. Staying focused on the focus. You know, you get down with the get down, you know, get down with the get down, man. All right. We're going to put people over paper, man. You know, this is where, you know, we trying to, you know, impart to the people that, hey, man, it ain't, you know, it's us. Really ain't nothing bigger than us. Ain't nothing stronger than us. Ain't nothing greater or wealthier than us. We just don't know it. Collectively, we don't know it. You know, this is why, you know, we've been told and taught, hey, man, separate yourself. Go get your own. Forget your people. You know, no matter how you get it, just go get it. You know, that's why that's out there like that, man. But those that know, they know. We decide to get it together, man. They ain't got nothing. They got to come to us then. They already do. They just don't tell us that they do. Like I said, 1.4 trillion. They already advertise us. They come to us literally for our bread. And we get right to them. And shit goes right out to the community. These same streets dudes is banging for. Some of they get a life for. Be it to the grave or the prisons. Own nothing on that shit. We own nothing on that, man. Come on, man. Let's get in this thing, man. All right, Raymond Skull 102. What it do? What it do, loved one? Good seeing you get down as always, bro. Raymond Skull 102 says, salute, bub. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in this royal group congregation. You know, look, truth power, man. It's all kind of brothers and sisters, man. We tapped in, man. We tapped in. And the truth is about we're trying to expand, you know, the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, and education of brothers and sisters, man. You know, and not just to build this platform, like I said, I can care less, man, but to reach the people, to touch bases with the people. That's the objective. That's the goal. That is the goal. To touch bases with the people, not just on this platform. There are other platforms to do what we do. But again, we're not going to know it because the algorithm is against it. If it ain't BS and drama, brothers talking about killing each other, man, and, you know, then, you know, it's hard to catch or be a part of the algorithm. I'm not discouraged. I am not discouraged, man. You know, my message to brothers and sisters, man, period, point blank, is reach out to brothers and sisters, touch bases with them wherever they at. Wherever they at. Whatever they doing. You know? That's how we going to get this thing up and running, man. For brothers and sisters, for our people. We don't care about nothing else. Man, our wealth is in each other. That's what wealth is, man. And once we realize, man, that our wealth is in one another, it's in each other, man, whatever we want under the sun is ours. It's ours. See? Might be hard for some of y'all to grasp on what I meant or what I said, but chew on that for a minute. Our wealth is us. Us. And once we understand the richness of us, whatever we want, man, we can have. We have to be together. That one force, that one energy, that God gene at work. Nothing but truth, man. I hear you, James. 1000%. Nothing but truth. Keep Claus 33 said, damn, Big Buzz, I just said the same thing at a community event out here. What was that, brother? Put that in the chat as briefly as you can, you know, and yeah, so that, you know, it's there. It's in the chat. It ain't gonna never leave. You know, we can go back and look over that one. But see, here's the thing. That just shows, man, the level of connectiveness. We're connected. Let's put it like that. We have some of the same thoughts. We have the same thoughts, ambitions, and goals. You know, we desire to be these people we know we are. You know what I mean? We want peace. We want love amongst our people and each other. That's what come on, man. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. We know this, man, in our core, our souls. We are the only ones with real souls and spirits. We're connected, man, through the God gene, the ancestral, man, bloodline. The lineage, man, is connected. Our ancestors speak to all of us, man. And we saying stuff we think we created, came on top. Our ancestors said this, man. They just speaking through us. You did. Hey, I hear you loud and clear, Keith. I hear you. Them is facts, though. You said it, I said it. 50 million other brothers and sisters have said it. Come on, man. If that ain't the same energy, if that ain't on the same wavelength plane, then nothing else is, man. We speak the same truths, homie. It's in us to do that. It's just in us to do that. You know, in spite of everything, man, we speak the same truth, man. And most of that truth is positive. It's about us, our unity and our love, man. That's it. So shout out to you, Keith, man. I would like to, yeah, man, do how you do, bro. Much love and respect to you. James Cat said, same ones that eat with you, who break bread with you, and crash on your couch all the time. Sad story of sleeping with the enemy. It's the worst when the closest to you aren't as close as you think. Well, and I'm gonna say this, man, and I agree at the same time, though, Jane. You know, again, man, see, we're in this thing, man, and for lack of a better term or phrase, you know, or example, we're in this matrix, man, where we tend to not focus on the focus. You know, it's in the matrix, you can't because there's so much coming at you. But the truth of the matter is, we see, man, we know off the bat, man, who real and who ain't. It's not hard to discern. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to put your finger on. It's not hard to expose them or call a spade a spade. Sometimes we allow love to get the best of us. There's nothing wrong with loving our people, loving, you know, our family, loving. But hey, man, love them enough, man, to be real, to see the real in them. For most of them, it's a phrase. It's what they say that don't match with what they do. You know what I mean? It's what they do don't match with what they say. It's how they carry on from day to day. You know? But it's there for you to see. All we got to do is see it. And we know, okay, man, bro, man, or sis, man, or do what damn. But it's right there. Now you got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. You know? This is it, man. It be the ones closest to us. Y'all know the old saying. Sometimes even they say it and they mean it. I know, you know, hey, family sometimes be the ones. We've been saying this for generations. We know. It ain't always the strangers, man, that do shit to you, you know, want to stab you in the back, whatever the case may be. But majority of the time, it's family, it's those closer to us. So I say that to say, hey, man, know who you're dealing with. Straight up. Hmm? Talking to your girl while you're in jail. Yeah. My point is this. My point is this. Know who you're dealing with, man. Know who you're dealing with. Yeah, you could be thinking that's, yeah, man, he spent the night at the house, ate the food I ate, da 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 da. And as soon as something happened to you, man, they trying to, you know, yeah, all right. And I can say some of us probably played that role, you know? Some of us have played that role. Again, though, this is the mindset. This is how idiots act. This is how we get out when we're not thinking like men, when we're not focused on the focus, you know, when we don't put people before paper, we tend to act a certain way. We tend to stab our own in the back. We tend to do those things that would indicate or give anybody that's really paying attention, not the notion, but the knowledge and understanding, like, damn, man, you know, give them that situation where one can fall back, separate yourself from it or them, you know, until such a time, you know, okay, now see me, he made some changes. He's different now, you know. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, man, it's those who are closest to us who will do us like that. Those are facts. Why? Society, a whole lot of what's going on or what's wrong with society. Hey man, for himself. I want what you got. You know, I don't want to see you as an example. And okay, she built like this, she that, she's a good woman. Let me go find a woman like that so we can all bring my woman. That's where it be sometimes. Again, man, be the ones closest to us that would do us. Straight up. Yeah. All right. M13, 32. Hey man, peace and blessings, man. He said 100, 100, 100. OG speaking real fro. All right. Speaking real from the heart. We all need to spread the message. Hey man, appreciate you saying that, bro. Appreciate you even in this. Get down like that. And to me, I'm trying to see if I can remember that name. I don't, man, but the fact that you're here means a lot. Gee, this is real time, man. You're living life in real time. Your being here ain't no accident. All right. It's not an accident, bro. We appreciate you recognizing, man, because it's some of you that recognize what we talk about here on the Royal Group Congregation when we touch bases with the people. Again, like I say, the ancestors speak to us, man. Me saying what I say, man, I'm just a vessel. That's how I forget that, man. And most of us are. But we go through life, we don't really get it initially. Especially when we on that righteous stuff, man. We ain't knowing those are the ancestors talking to us. That's that God gene at work. So, bro, me speaking what I'm speaking, and it's from the soul, the core. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a message that I think, that, in fact, now I know I've been sent to spread. All right. Those who know me know, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to glorify none of what I did in the past, man. It was all wrong. But something hit me, man, and it ain't a religious bug. It ain't, I ain't got the Holy Ghost, none of that. My ancestors been tapping in and saying, man, look, you owe it. You're obligated just based on, man, what you done to the community. Either you do this, man, or you're done. And I trust that. I trust that. I want to see, not only do I want to live, I want to live to see us excel, prosper. All right. I'm gonna say enough, man, about that. But the message, man, it's not just in me, it's in you as well, bro. It's in all of us, man. We just got to tap in. That's it. All right. But we appreciate you being up in here, M13, 32. Hope to see you back. Like, share, and comment, brother. Subscribe if you see fit. That's your call. Like I said, we're not pressing no buttons. Ain't we don't nothing. We ain't pressing on nothing and nobody. This here is free. So there it is there. You go on to say though, M13, 32 says, man, the algorithm will hide you. Yeah. Will have you looking goofy and warring amongst your own instead of building up businesses and organizations that uplift us. The algorithm of cold beast, ain't it? And this is what I've been trying to convey to a lot of loved ones in other states and those even here. Hey, man, the algorithm is to serve those who put it into place. See, they don't get more money off our BS and our drama. We got brothers say, oh man, I'm a YouTube sensation. I'm an influencer. I'm a content creator. Blah, blah, blah. You're not making the fraction of what the builders or those who put this thing in place is getting. Not a fraction, man. It's peanuts. It's peanuts. And those that we see that might make, shit, some thousands, few hundred thousands, those who got a million, it's a reason for that, man. Look at what they're dropping. If they change the script, just an example, if they decided to start talking about Black consciousness, Black unity, Black love, Black empowerment, guess what's going to happen? They know it. They know it. That's why they don't do it. I called it last week and I'll call it again tonight, man. A lot of us, a lot of our brothers and sisters are sellouts. Straight up, you know, straight up. They know what the algorithm is doing. They choose to play ball though. I said this last week, man. We had this discussion. You know how simple it is to go negative? You know how simple that would be? And not only that, do you know how quick the algorithm would grab that and then boom, next thing you know, I done said something and they went viral. Next thing you know, man, I'm getting 30,000 subscriptions in a day or two. No, I ain't for sale, homie. Already done that, man. I already played myself, man. Already sold my soul and I got it back, man. It took a long time to get it back. Had to buy it back. You know, cut ties with the devil, so to speak. You know, it ain't worth it though, bro. Anyway, man, this message, man, it ain't just from me, man. This message is from the ancestors. The message ain't just in me, it's in all of us. And we have to speak truth to power. We have to. The time is now, man. Right now. We in that moment now, man, where we gonna have to rise up, man. We ain't gonna keep getting these opportunities. Like I said, if you look at what's going on in the world, I'm telling you, the Most High, the energy, the power to be, the God gene is telling us we have to act now. You know, I think it's imperative for us to change, man. Not just what we know is wrong with us or what ails us, but the world, to change the world, man. You know, but of course, yeah, we have to get with us first. We have to deal with us first. You know, we have to deal with brothers and sisters who want to go up and down these streets that nobody owns, man. Talking about this state street. You know, most of the names on the street belong to white, belong to Caucasians. You know, from history, from past history. None of them. I would wager none of them own where they live or have a business over there thriving. You know, come on, man. We have to stop being idiots and start being accountable. Start being responsible, man, for our well-being, the generations that's coming after us, you know. But I appreciate that, M13, you know. I really do. Thank you for that, brother. And again, we hope, you know, you start tapping in, brother. Tuesdays and Thursdays, all right? Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:15 to whenever, you know, my moderator says trying to, you know, get up the thing. You stay around long enough, you get the joke. But anyway, peace and blessings to you, brother. All right. B1 equals black first, man. Power is in the people. All right. There you go. Raymond Skull 102 says, man, individuals have taken the true meaning of the saying on the dead homies. At one point in time, when you did put something on the deceased loved one, it meant something. Yeah. And even back then, let's be real, Raymond Skull, back then you just couldn't do that. You know, whether it meant something or not, you know, that was taboo. You know, that was taboo, man, you know. But it's gotten so outrageous to where it's not just on the dead homies now, on the set. Now it's on my mama, it's on God, and you know, it's on my babies, and damn, dude. It's that, you know, to me, it's like it's not genuine. You know what I mean? It's not genuine. You know, there's some lies in there somewhere, because if you got to do that like that, then in your mind, you know, you're not telling this lie strong enough. Or what makes the lie strong, if you put it on something that somebody might think you really pay homage to or have a reverence for, love and respect. When the truth is, most cats don't. They don't. Like I said, man, if dudes really love where they from, love and miss those who are no longer with us, man, they carry on different, man, because it would have a different connotation. They have a different look to it, you know. It just would, man. You love something, man, you're gonna build it up. You're gonna make it good. You're gonna make it great. You're gonna make it something that's positive, something that's productive, you know. Some that the people could look up and appreciate. You know what I mean? Most people in the community, black folk at least, don't appreciate none of this shit going on. That's true. So when the cats say on the dead homies, on the set, on God, on my mama, on my babies, you know, come on, man, stop that shit, man. Stop that shit. You want to really know how to impress upon somebody that you mean what you're saying, or you mean what you say, and you do what you mean, doing what you mean, man. But in the real sense, you know, representing something in the real sense to where it doesn't smear or doesn't make look bad, you know, the community, or it doesn't bring anything detrimental to the community. You're building it up. That's it. That's how you represent something. They ain't no different than a business. It's no different from raising children. You represent it in such a way where you're building it up, man. You want to see it grow. You want to see it prosper. You want to see it bring or have those things that's going to make it better. You know, this is it, man. So I appreciate that, Raymond, as always, bro. James Cash says 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Enough is enough. The madness needs to cease. Okay, then what are we willing to do? You know, again, we have to get in order for a lot of this stuff to change. I'm gonna tell you what's driving some of this, and we all know this. Well, most of it, social media. Social media is driving and pushing the negativity and the drama. It has brother against brother on this thing, sister against sister, mother against. It has it here, man. And we, you know, a lot of our people, you know, it's the new soap opera. It's the new soap operas. So yeah, enough is enough when we decide to say, okay, man, I'm gonna cease looking at that stuff. Giving them that time. Let me go find something else constructive. Let me go listen to a brother or sister talking about, you know, going back and taking back the community, man, and building it up, bringing something to the people in the community, you know, that's going to help them, that's going to benefit them, that's going to, you know, not only help benefit them, but it's going to help them in their future. Going to support them in their future. That's what's up, man. As long as we partaking in you know, the buffoonery, all that's idiotic on social media, man, we're gonna continue to have these issues. That's truth, man. We have to take a stance, draw a line in the sand, man. And we have to spread the word. That's how social media got up, you know, up and running. Word of mouth. Hey man, did you check out? You know what I mean? That's how this happened. You know, they shared it, they liked it, or whatever the case may be. We have to do the same thing. That's how important it is. It's that important that we do that. You know. Well, Keith Close, man. Kimberly Mitchell, 1983. Hoover Hay, right back to you. She say, checking in the World 100. All right, man. Peace and blessings, sister. Peace and blessings. All right. B1 equals what? Black first. All right. Power is in the people as much as you give power to the people. You know, this is what we focus on the focus, y'all. And I'm telling you, it's important that we do. It's important that we do, because they already putting our kids, our grandbabies, in the ranks and roles of the next cycle or generation of individuals who are going to be caught up in this stuff, man. We got to focus, man, on this get out, man, where we break these cycles. We break these cycles, man. A lot of us don't want to do it. A lot of us get these kids phones and, you know, hey, go on over there in the corner, leave me alone. Let me smoke my blunt, let me have my drink. You know, let me, you know what I'm saying? My DMP thing, man, you know, but anything but, you know, giving attention to those who coming up next. We're not lacing them. We're not educating them. We're letting the phone do it. We're letting social media do it. And they know it, man. This is why this stuff is out there. That's why I'm so just out there like that. They know. They know. But anyway, Kimberly, good to see you up in here, sister. Hope that you and yours are well, all right? Good to see you. Grand Rise to see one day. She's down there in the deep, man. Raymond Skull 102 says, man, I hear you, bub. However, from what I've been seeing, the beefs and unalivings, the degree of hate is so intense. I'm not sure youngsters even care about a life sentence. They're too desensitized. I'm gonna tell you something, and that may, I think, yeah, to a degree, that's a fact. That's true. But I'm gonna tell you something else. This is what I think, man, and I really do. I really think this. Don't no youngster want to sit there, but is out here in these streets today, sitting up, not really literally saying, yeah, ooh, I can't wait to go to prison. I don't think they're looking at it that far. They not really understanding the end game. But yeah, there's a desensitization. Brothers are being desensitized to such an extent where they're not able to think beyond the acts or the acts they commit that's going to land them where they're going to land them. And in 5-10 years from now, they'll be like, oh my God, what did I do? I don't want to be here. I could have been a doctor. I could have been a politician. I could be the president. I could be the one that bring our people together. Man, what the hell? I don't think they really bank on it like that. They make reservations, not knowing, unknowingly. A lot of them make reservations, man, to go to prison or to the cemetery. Facts. But I don't think no young brother or sister leave out that house, wherever they sleeping and say, okay, today is going to be the day. I think rather that they say, man, today, I just let me live another day. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on that affects the mindsets of these brothers and sisters. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But I don't think not a one of them is out there not really giving an F. I think they all do, bro. I think that most of them, the majority of them, is waiting for some direction, for some guidance, to help them make that tough choice. Do I live out here? Do I die or do I live in there? I don't think a lot of them banking on really wanting to be in prison for the rest of their lives, man. I just don't. And like I said, if that's the case, man, they're in for a rude awakening. And soon they get there, guess what? They got to be dependent on the same dudes that they probably unalived and ended up in prison behind. They can keep them safe and alive in there. And, I don't know, man. I don't disagree with you, but I think there's this balance that's in play. Those that do think the way you say it, I agree. And then those that think the way you say it, but I'm telling you, man, my brothers and sisters straddling the fence. They just haven't been approached right. They haven't been able or allowed to touch bases with the people in such a way where we can start to alter their mindset, man, because they're not that far gone. It's the initiative, it's the effort of the people, man. It's got to reach these brothers and sisters, man. And bring to them, man, a different outlook. Most of them got to say, man, I can't wait, man. I want me a house on a hill. I want me 10, 20, 30 million. They want that shit. They want to live. They want a future. A lot of them just don't know how to get to it. A lot of them don't understand how to get to it, how to begin. So, it goes either or. It goes both ways, honestly. So I don't disagree with you at all, Raymond. I'm saying, man, but I'm telling you, man, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that, man. We got to be willing to do the work. We got to be willing to knock on the brains, the doors shut, the minds that are closed to get in. There are individuals out here today, man. I'm telling you, they got say so. They have leadership qualities, real leaders. You know, they have not the gift of gab, man, but the willingness and the gift to articulate what's right and what's wrong, what's real and what's fake about life, man. You know, them the ones, man, that's gonna have to get to them that we say that we know desensitized to such a degree, man. It's gonna take real live cats, man, you know, to break through that. Straight up, man. Pope Mitchell Podcast TV, people. He said, Big Bub wishing UTG and the chat blessings as that day come for family to eat together. Much love and respect. You talking about Turkey Day, huh? I'm gonna tell you something. I sat out with the wife, people. You know, cause I got this text, this mad text, and it said mass blackout from November the 25th to December the 2nd. You know, brothers and sisters, let's come together. Let's not spend our money with these big corporations, these big store chains, or whatever the case may be. Let's show them that we know how to regulate our dollars. You know, okay, if you must go shop and do this, you know, we want to do a dinner, a Turkey Day dinner, Thanksgiving for some of those who just say what it is, you know. Then let's go spend our dollars with people who look like us. You know, I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it. And I was telling the wife, man, we got to ride all the way to El Segundo, you know, where they say the sister got the supermarket, you know, go get the food, you know. And I'm game, you know, I'm game. I was so game that I was like, yeah, man, ain't no Turkey Day around here. You know, let's support the people, let's support the cause. But you know, I didn't want to be in the doghouse, you know. So, you know, I relented. I said, okay, well, let's go find somewhere where the establishment or, you know, that place of business is ran by us. You know what I mean? And then we do the damn thing. So, you know, that was a compromise. You know, but yeah, man, peace and blessings to everybody, man. Happy Turkey Day, happy Thanksgiving, man. I thought about that Thanksgiving and what are blacks thankful for? You know what I mean? What are we thankful for? You know, what can we point out, or you know, what can we allude to that would give us pause and say, "Hey, man, I'm very grateful and thankful for whatever it is." You know, what is that? You know, what can we? You know, let's address that. What does it mean to us? You know, what are we thankful for real? You know, I got a few off the top of my head, like I'm sure most of you do. You know? But you know, let's have that discussion. You know, I appreciate the comment though, Pope. I appreciate that comment, man. You know, I have some in relations to that, man. You know, but I don't know, man. It's a whole lot that entraps us. It's a whole lot going on, man, that we don't really get. And again, though, I think that in all of us, there is, you know, we have the blood, we have the DNA, you know, we have the God gene of the ancestors, man, and it speaks volumes, man, if we just listen, you know, if we just listen, man, you know, again, ain't nothing like us, ain't nobody like us. We don't just hear ourselves from here, we hear shit from here as well, you know what I mean? Our souls speak to us. You know, not just our brains. I can ask myself a question. I swear to God, you know, y'all know, it answer. It's something that's phenomenal, you know, just for humans to be able to do that. But I can go here and tap into something, man, and it's just, you know, it's kind of sometimes it's mind blowing, you know. There's an answer, you know, there's an answer. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. We got to get to the point where we're willing to, you know, do the work. We got to be willing to do the work, man. You know, we got to find definitions and meanings to our stuff, man, for us, you know, and stop letting people attach slogans and you know, adjectives and, pronouns to us, man, that doesn't really describe who we are, because they can't. They're not us. They don't possess what we have. You know what I mean? So how can you speak and, label me? Don't make sense. Don't make sense. But yeah, there that is, man. Poe, appreciate you to get down, brother. Appreciate you to get down. James Cass said, people over paper, money ain't nothing but a means to an end. The power in our people outweighs and outlasts anything money could ever do. From the heart, spirit, mind, body, and soul. I was just the other day, we mentioned, people over paper, and that was that OJ's For the Love of Money came into my mind. And the other day I ended up just playing and listening to it. Cold song. Cold song. Cold song. That's what money got us on. We love money more than we love ourselves and our people, man, our family, We're thankful, more thankful for $1 than, our brother or our sister, our mother, our father, our son, our daughter. That's crazy. But I think, that's some real shit, Hey, Al Thomas, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you, as always, in this royal group congregation, man. He says salutations to you, bub, and the entire group. I hope that everyone's day was a good one, and that the night finds you in the best of health, both physically as well as mentally. B1 equals Black First. I appreciate you always, Al, man, coming in, man, with that message, man, that affirmation, positivity, man, blackness. It's much needed, man. We need it. We need it. Hopefully you and Young King are well, man. Also, and happy Turkey Day or Thanksgiving to you and yours, brother. Hopefully everything is everything. You guys will enjoy each other's company like I know you will, like I know you do. And that's another thing we should take into account, people. Enjoy those, enjoy the company of those you love, man, as much as you can, and be thankful for that company, Be thankful for the fact that, you can sit and know you're in the midst or the company of loved ones who love you as much as they love themselves, I think that in and of itself is a blessing. That, there's no greater fortune, I think, than to know that you are amongst loved ones. You're around people, man, that you love, respect, that love and respect you back. That's deep to me, So, hey, man, good to see you, Al. Raymond Skull says the elders in these communities should take a more concentrated effort to redirect the way the young homies move. And again, I agree with you, Remy, because I think that's the obligation, especially for those who put in the work. You know what I mean? Who help to foment this thing we see out here, man. It's just my take on it, man. And again, I don't call myself dictating to no person, man or woman. I don't push no lines, only on myself I push, But I think the truth of the matter is, for those of us who live the life and who glorify, who did anything for it, that culture, that lifestyle, who got their shit together now, who see clearly now, you owe the community, man. You owe these brothers and sisters, man, they're about to go down the same path you went down, knowing you went down this path, knowing what you know that's on this road. You should be more than willing, man, to, put some detours up, man, put some roadblocks, man, and stop these young brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters in general, from going down that same road, man. I just think you're obligated. We are obligated. Block the road with our bodies, man. Shield them from this shit, man, because it's bad. And as long as we not doing it, they're gonna think. Raymond said, "Hey man, a lot of these dudes they desensitized. They don't think there's anything wrong with it. Ain't nobody told them no, like they should. That it's all wrong. That it's all wrong. So that concerted effort, man, is what's lacking though, Raymond. Real spit. Roscoe, like I know, man. Brothers ain't all in, sisters ain't all in as they should be, knowing what they know, having gone through what they've been through. It's hell, man. You shouldn't want to see your people go through that, especially if you survived it. You able to come back and say, I survived this shit is hell. Don't go down this road, man, because sometimes there's no return. I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. Pope Mitchell Podcast TV said, man, people don't fight for love anymore because to know love, you have to know what it is you love. Yeah. People don't know, and that I think that's a solid point too, Pope. Excuse me, people don't know, man. I think the main thing, love, man. The main thing about love, especially for the individual, that would enable that would give someone the power of love to love someone else, is that love for self first. That's what I think, man. No, in fact, that's what I know. I know that in order to love me, in order for me to love my wife, my family, I have to love be in such a way to where, man, that love for me is something that I would hold true and dear to them. I would give the same love for them. You know what I mean? If I don't love me, that's never gonna happen. Because I ain't loving me enough, man, to understand that, wait a minute, man, these are my people. I love them like I should love me. You know, if that ain't happening, man, if you're not loving you in such a way, man, where that love has awakened something in you, where you understand that you are them, they are you, ain't gonna never happen, man. You're not gonna love nobody. If you don't love you enough to know that you are a part of these people, man, in the realest sense, ain't gonna happen, man. Yeah, people don't fight for love anymore because people don't know love in themselves anymore. You dig? People don't know love for self anymore. It would have to take an individual who don't love himself to do the shit we see going on in the streets today, to do the things we did. Oh, we didn't have love for self. Yeah, I don't care how we try to phrase it back then. Now, love me. Yeah, nah, man. So, it makes sense to say and know that you're okay, man. People don't fight for love anymore because there's no love in that person. He's not fighting for his own self love. He has none for himself. I think that's part of the problem. I don't love myself, man. I'm gonna love somebody else. I'm gonna fight for the love of give love to someone who needs it. Most of us don't even know we need it. Most of us don't know it's in us. It's just a part of our nature. Literally, I mean, just a natural part of our nature. Yeah, Raymond, we are so desensitized, bro, that we can't even recognize love in ourselves for self, let alone love somebody down the street, man, from another community. I hear you. I hear you, home. Same to you, Polk. I hear you, home. How do we get back to that? Where people start fighting for love, man, of self and each other. It's a whole lot to play, man. We don't really understand. We can't put our finger on, or, a lot is hard to accept and digest, a whole lot of this stuff, man. Hmm. To know love, man, you have to know what it is to love. You have to know what it is who you need to love first. There's no love, man. You know? Fat Rat Playboy, he said the rejected stone became the headstone in the corner, i.e., the most important stone for building. This project is called the Kingdom of God, which comes from within us. And then and again, hey man, yeah, I'd say, and I mean it, to some it might sound as a contradiction because of what this religion thing. But anyway, we have the God gene in us, man. I'm not denying that there's a power, a greater power. I'm not denying that there's an energy or source greater than anything we can actually comprehend. I deny religion in the way it's, meted out or handed out or presented to the people. That's my issue. You said Fat Rat Playboy, and I love the fact that you're in this comment, brother. Thank you for coming and commenting. The rejected stone became the headstone in the corner, i.e., the most important stone for building. This project is called the Kingdom of God, which comes from within. We have the God gene. Man, look, man, we have the cornerstone. We got everything we need for the foundation, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just for the betterment of ourselves and in our people, but for the world. It's in us. I don't disagree. It's from within, man. Another thing they said, man, you know, uh, what is it? God is love. First and foremost, we got the God gene, man. Shit. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, man, but it do to me. We got the God gene. We got what God said it is, man. Love. It's in us. Anyway, Pope said, man, we should be tired. We are the ones who have been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray, as Brother Malcolm would say. Lisa Moore, how's your sister? Good to see you, Queen. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to see our queens and just get down with us, y'all. She said, hey, big bro, checking in, peace and blessings and love. Hey, it's good to see you in this conversation, which is what we call the Royal Group Congregation. It's always a pleasure, sister. Hopefully everything is everything with you and your day has been to your pleasure, your benefit. All right. And go for all the queens out there, all the goddesses, the queen mothers. All right. Hopefully you sisters, man, or you just basking in the fact that y'all still here pushing. A black woman's perspective, man. Y'all better get it for that. It ain't nothing to play with. In fact, that's really what's needed. That's really what's needed. A different perspective from the queens, man, the queen mothers, the goddesses. Shit. Fat Rat Playboy say all is well, fam. You good? Always, loved one. Always. Tell you anytime, man, I have a grand rising, I'm gonna make the best of it, me. I, I've seen hell. I know what it is. I was not happy there. I accomplished nothing there. But it was so bad to where I had enough wherewithal to get myself out of there. Here I am. Here I am, man. And I'm here with people, man, I know I love. I love me. I ain't going nowhere, man. They love me like I love them. We won. I have no complaints. I have no complaints. Issues are something we just have as, living, as human beings, we're going to have issues. I ain't complaining about none of them. Count my blessings, man. I accept how fortunate I am every day All right. I'm good. I'm good, man. I keep living my best life, man. You know, my life has meaning now. You did? And that shit keeps me inspired, man. Keep me pumped, motivated, man, to keep going, man. Because I'm here. I'm here. You know? Lisa Moore 5-3 says, hey, big bro, peace, blessings, love, blessing to the kings and queens in the chat. Always, Lisa. Right back to you. Yeah. All right. I appreciate that, Poke. I see you, man. And Poke's telling loved one, man, he said, if I never told you, Fat Rat, I'm telling you now, I love you, homie. You know, that guy comes from somebody that love themselves, man, you know. And but I got this thing, man, about, you know, telling a brother, hey, man, I love you, man. You know? Yeah. I'm a man, man. I don't play no games on me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't look at it no other way but love for my brother. And that means I want to see him in the best light like I see myself. Or like I would like to see myself. You know, if I can get it, you got it. You know, I want what's best for you like I do for me. No, I want to be able to say, man, I love you, man. Take care of yourself, brother. I'll see you again soon. And mean that shit. Appreciate seeing that, Pope. Appreciate seeing that, man. Timothy Banks, 7306. Now we talking. Well, Timothy Banks, yes, we are. This is the first. I don't know if this is not a new handle or whatnot, but this is the first time I've seen your name. Peace and blessings to you. This is Touching Bases with the People on Under the Groove podcast. You're more than welcome to be here. We just got a few things. We like the people to know when they come, when they're first time. Is look, man, we keep everything above board. We keep it straight. Love for self, and if you got that, everybody in the chat gonna get that. Love and respect. That's first and foremost. Here we see no evil, we hear no evil, and we speak no evil. But we will call BS when we see it, right? This is where people are over paper. You know, we don't put paper before our people. This is what B1 equals black first. This is where we focus on the focus and we're willing to get out to get out. All right. We're here to enlighten the people, be educated, to be enlightened, be inspired and motivated, man, to do better. Not just for sales, but to everybody we say we love, our communities. So you're more than welcome to be here. And, you know, now we're talking. All right. Now we're talking. Appreciate you. One love. Always in the people. C1 said, big love to auntie and nephew in the background at Poke Mitchell Podcast, Queen Nzinga, Al Thomas, Raymond Skull, and everyone in the chat. I hope you all have a productive week and are safe or staying safe. That's right. That goes for each and every one of us, even those who ain't here. You know, let's be productive. Let's be safe. Let's be positive. You know, let's take care of one another. You know, let's take care of one another. Take care of ourselves so that we can know how to take care of someone else, especially when we say we love them and we love ourselves. This should be automatic. All right, Timothy Banks says, how's everyone doing? Okay. All right, focus on the focus, Pope. You already know. Focus on the focus. See, one day it says, messed up as it is, like Bub knows, my hurt stems from my parents and other family members, the ones that are supposed to protect can sometimes be the ones that hurt you the most. We just had that conversation. That's true. We talked about this the other night, see one day though. We said, listen, be that as it may. What makes you a better person? What it propels your growth, your maturity, is knowing what you know. It could be about family, whoever, but stay in the course. And that course has to be about positivity. You know, it has to be about being productive. It has to be about you finding prosperity. And then again, man, I don't like, certain words because there's a twist on them. Prosperity could be just how you live in your life. It's fruitful, it's good. You know, the point I'm trying to make is when we have those in our lives, family especially that hurt us or want to harm us, hey man, we have to find the wherewithal to just say, okay, you know what, I see you, all right, but I'm not going to let you knock me off, balance. I'm not going to allow, you know, whatever going on in your head or whatever you're going through, spiritually, whatever, be the reason for me to lose focus on what's right for me, what makes me a good person, a better person, a righteous person, I'm not going to let you take my positivity. Stay the course. We got all kind of people. And then again, it takes all kinds. That's what I'm saying, about just, people in the world. And it takes all kinds to either keep us focused or to, take focus from us. Which one you choosing? You're going to continue to stay focused, or you're going to lose focus and be affected because other people are affected. Someone's going to hurt you, want to hurt them back. That's a no-win for anyone, Stay the course, sister. Stay the course. Real spit. Stay the course. You're going to be all right. All right, James Cash said that's absolutely correct, Bub. YouTube pays the average user pennies. Most channels will generate about a cent per view or less. To make any significant money, your videos need to go viral. And this is what a lot of these brothers and sisters push for in social media. They're looking for that next narrative, that next piece of mess of drama, so they can go viral, get that big check. That's their hustle. Again, though, we hear brothers say, sisters, and even say, hey, man, get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. At what cost? At what cost? One, to what end? For what purpose? Is that bag needed so greatly to where you sell your soul? We used to say it back in the day, you sell your soul for a jelly roll. We was at 4,800, man, back then. We used to sell your soul for a jelly roll. Brothers making stupid bets, so just doing some outlandish shit. But anyway, to what end? To what cost? These dudes, are willing to do this, or even promote that. This is a hustle that where everything goes. Everything should not go. That's why we're in the position we're in now. You know. Cold thing about it, you want to be going viral so bad, mess around, you be the one viral. You get it? You won't, it'll be your demise. You won't be able to enjoy none of this. And the thing you should want more, you lose. You should never want to lose your life, or your soul, your conscience, man, over nothing. This it's real shit, man. James, you're going to say, for example, if you upload a video and hit 3 million views within 24 hours, you get about $10,000. Somewhere in that range. But how many people have material that brings them kind of numbers? None. So now you gave good idea in terms of these guys talking about get the bag, get the bag, get the bag, social media, what they making. Because they don't, come on, man, no, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I appreciate you putting that in there too, James. And again, I'm not, I don't have to, I care less, man, about what YouTube is talking about. You know what I mean? Like I say, I don't do this for the bag. Because one thing I do realize is there's no bag in this, man. It's really not. What's here, man, are messages. Be them negative or positive. Ain't no in between, man. Only thing in here, man, is our messages, man, that are either going to build us up or tear us down. That's it. I'm in it for those messages that's going to build us up. And in a hurry, try to eliminate anything and everybody in there that's trying to tear us down. That's the mission, man. Yeah, I have a calling now. You know, I used to think my calling was be a badass Hoover Crip. You know, I didn't know life was bigger than that. I didn't know that there were goals, man, greater than that. You know, one of my callings is to bring truth to power to this social media thing, this thing they call social media. You know, I think I've been called to live my best life, and I'm living it. You know, someone I love that love me. You know, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. There it is. You know, there it is, man. So yeah, appreciate that, man. Them numbers, man, tell the whole story. They tell the story. Lil A Stop 112. You say, Bub, you heard from TS, heard the news. I'm sorry for the loved one. Yeah, bro. You know, we had that conversation. It's been about 3 weeks now. If there's something new, I haven't heard it yet. You know, and I was just chopping up with the homies a few days ago. I haven't heard anything new, man. Again, man, our condolences out to the family, man, Adita, man. You know, just it's a loss on on both ends of the spectrum, man. You know, it's a loss. And you know what I tend to think about, not just when it comes to Vita not being here, but the loved one was lost is all that he could have brought to the table. You did. Um, for whatever allegedly took place, man, I know as a result of he's taken off the board. One of the things we were trying to impart to him was how he could make a difference if he so chose it, you know. A pillar, man. He could have, man, he could have brought so many of these individuals we're calling out to now to come and help assist with, setting brothers and sisters straight in these streets so that we can see change in our communities. I mean, that would have been phenomenal because he had links to all these brothers and sisters. It's a loss both ways, you know. It's a loss, man. So yeah, man. I'm sorry for it. Ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You know, like I said, all the allegations or whatever went down. I don't know. I didn't go seek. You know what I mean? But I know no matter how you look at it, it's a loss. You know, for that family as well as the loved one. Anyway, peace and blessings to that family, man. And yeah, peace and blessings, man, to TS as well, man. Yeah, man. Queen Nzinga says, man, I'm thankful for waking up each day next to the man I love. I'm thankful for my family, our strength, and how we strive to be better for each other. Here, 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 here. There you go. Yeah, what are we thankful for, people? They say it's Thanksgiving Thursday. What are we thankful for? Let's get in the chat. Let's get in, yeah. Royal Group Congregation, man, let's answer that one. What are we thankful for? Can we express that? Alonzo Johnson, man, he said, peace, bub, and the RGC. I hope everyone is well. Our people need the knowledge of self. Know thyself down to the atom. Trying to tell you, man, get to the core of who we are. We be all right. Know thyself. Antonio Anthony. All right, brother, I see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Alonzo said all the answers are inside of us. Hey, Alonzo, I don't know. I've just been saying, hey, man, it's in the DNA, bro. It's in the God gene. We got this thing nobody else has. We have the answers. I'm telling you. Hey, and it's also, it can be said, it should be said, it has been said. They're talking to us, man, as we go about life, man, every day. A lot of us don't even understand. We're having discussions with the ancestors, man. You know, the answers are in us, man. The messages that we need to filter out to the people, man, are in us, man, to disseminate to the people. We just, hey, man, just follow suit. Let's do what need to be done. Appreciate that comment, Alonzo. Real spit, man. You're going to say, Alonzo, you're going to say, I've come to appreciate every person, every experience in my life because I'm glad to be who I am today. And I'm very grateful for everything good, bad, and ugly. You feel me? I do. I do. I was saying a minute ago, hey, man, I trust that everything occurs, everything that happens to us individually, especially, as well as collectively, it occurs, it happens for a reason. It happens for a reason. You can extract lessons from it, motivation, inspiration. Things happen to awaken us. To I think things happen to inform us, or to spark the brain, make us think on some things, make come to certain decisions and choices that need to be actually addressed. They happen like that, in real time for a reason. Nothing happens, man, just accidentally. So I'm saying that to say everything that I've been through, and I've had this conversation with people before. They said, man, you wouldn't change nothing about you. I said, nah, man, because I know my life now. Nah, I wouldn't change it. I know who I am now. I get it. There's not that guarantee I would, if I'd have changed anything, I may not be my wife. I may not have the understanding I have self and by the way, allows me to have understanding about those I love. It could be so different now. I appreciate what I've been through because I see what I've accomplished, what I've gained as a result of, and it ain't nothing to frown at. You know, it ain't nothing to frown at. Nothing now. Not knowing what I know now. You did. So I get that, bro. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, still rise. We still rise, man. You know, get it. That's what I appreciate about it, man. It has made me, it has helped. Everything happened for a reason, bro. Accept, I accept my life. I accept me. Love it. You know? So yeah, I feel you 100% right there, Alonzo. Queen Zinga to see one day said, all is well, stay the course. And remember, we got you. We have to stand together. Stay working on this, C1. Stay working on it. That Rad Playboy says, all right. Wait a minute, let me get that right. All right. Fat Rat Playboy said concrete, concretize. I hope I said that right. Religion is structure for the savage nature. Unfortunately, such has been our handlers in coming under European authority. However, the writing is not the same as its interpreters. Peace. All right. Concretized. All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, such as being our handlers in coming under European authority. However, the right. Let's see, this is interpreters. Okay, I get it. And I think, isn't that something they say about religion? Everybody interpret it different, and they use it. Most people use it to their benefit, and not to how the structure or the scripture is written in terms of how to use it. I mean, I like that though. Concretized religion is structure for the savage nature. Unfortunately, such has been our handlers, savages, in coming under European authority. Mhm. However, the writing is not the same as its interpreters. Peace. That was deep. That was something else. Yeah, man. I was another thought I had. We started out, I was asking about whether or not we understood, a lot of us understood if we were um uh, foundational Black Americans, and I wondered about that. I know if in terms of what the term mean or the concept, I'm one. My whole family are FBAs. You know, um, the twist for me was understanding what an FBA was and who actually falls under the acronym or foundational Black American. I didn't know. I was under the impression, shoot, you could have came from Africa and been over here, but that's not how that works. Um, the basis is that you were here, or your family, your lineage was here before the United States was the United States. You know, we were indigenous native people here before Plymouth Rock landed, or before they landed on Plymouth Rock. Also, it had to do with surviving so-called slavery, surviving Jim Crow, surviving redlining, surviving the civil rights movement, all those things. Also, it relayed to the culture of the Black American. And we all know what our culture is, we should, from greens, from grits and sugar to collard greens, um, Friday, Saturday nights, house full of adults, and you ain't no business in there, you'd be in trouble. Curling irons and all that stuff that made our culture what it is. The inception of the jazz, blues and all that stuff. That's can be described as a part of FBA, the culture of FBA. So I was wondering about that. Who is FBA? You know, Keith Cheese KC. What's up with the original Hoover Tony? Let me see, Tony Stacy. All right, all right. And peace and blessings to you, Keith Chief KC. Yeah, TS right now is going through a situation, man. So just if you got any thoughts and prayers for the brother, man, send them out into the atmosphere, man. He needs them, like we all do. Going through it right now. So send that out there, man, and see what it can do, man. See, hopefully they reach you, man. Brother, find some peace and solace, man. Going through what he's about to go through right now. Okay. Joe Farrell, FBA. All right, Joe Farrell. Nice seeing this get down as well, brother. And yeah, my question is, who considers himself to be a foundational Black American? Alonzo Johnson say ADOS, and that acronym of that is American Descendants of Slavery. Who also, or they also can be considered FBAs. Okay, C1 Dead said almost also 250 million years ago, we all lived on the same continent. As the world breathes, the plates moved, and every 250 million years or ish, we reconnect, kind of like One Piece. Yeah, yeah. We all know we all come, mankind, human beings come from one continent. That's where it all started from. And there were land bridges and everything else. That's how that's how part of, I want to say diaspora was, how it began, but that's not saying it correctly. But spread it out all over the world, man. We spread it out all over the world. You go on to say, see, one day, so 50 years, kind of like One Piece. So I really do believe that we were all we were all together at one point living in harmony. No doubt. No doubt. All right. Alonzo Johnson says we have a political organization called ADOSAF. 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 But anyway, the ADO was American descendants of slavery. And the AF would be Advocacy Foundation. American Descendants of Slavery Advocacy Foundation. You need to put that info up in there, Alonzo, and allow us the opportunity to go and check that out, man. You said it's a political organization. I'm interested. I'd like to know what that is. I love to read about it, get up on it. So if you got time, man, throw that in the chat, man. Let's see if we can tap in on that thizzle right there. I would love to see that. See, when Dad goes on to say, my best friend who is a white man is from Texas. He tells me I should watch the show One Piece. Oh yeah, I used to watch that One Piece. I watched it first starting as a cartoon, and now they got the movie. I also watched that. Yeah, it's kind of insightful, man. You get a bar. Chief KC said, I hate that happened to him, man. He just got out less than 10 years ago and was doing good. I thought I still got to get his book. So if any of you know where he is locked up at, message it here so that I can send him some money every 3 months. Yeah, he's in the LA County jail, brother. He's in the LA County jail. I don't have his booking number, but know his name. You could probably go into their app or their website, and you can find out what module unit he's in. He's in the LA County jail, though. Matter of fact, I take that back. He's in Wayside. He's in Wayside. Like I said, me and some, I sat down with some of the G's a few days ago, and they shared that bit with me. He's in Wayside, so you want to reach him, Pritchard's Ranch, or go to the LA County Jail website. And they'll direct you to where he is exactly. Yeah. Yeah, man. C1 there said apparently it's hard hitting on growing up mixed race or just culturally unaware in general. In the foreign, I guess the foreign place. Only saw the first season also. So yeah, I saw it. In fact, I found it interesting. Like I said, me and my wife watched it together. And she had me watch so many shows, man. Some of the stuff I just started. Let me grab something, grab a book. Because LA, baby. But yeah, One Punch. Yeah, I found it interesting to see one day. So I might jump back into that just to get a bar of it. All right, Hope Snipe. Wow. I hear you, man. Wow. I see you, bro. Good to see you again. I ain't seen you in about a week or so, bro. Hope everything is everything. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Chief, yeah, man, no problem, bro, man. You're welcome. That again, that is our brother, man. And like I said, man, first and foremost, want to send condolences out to Vita and her family, you know, for that loss. And hopefully, you know, things will work out. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, you guys. I want to, before I cut it off, I want to say something, man. You know, it's real quick, you know, just, you know, something I thought about. But here's what we call, you know, like I said, man, we keep everything above board here. We keep it straight. Truth to power, you know. Um, we have to choose peace, man, over argument. All right. We have to focus over frustration and progress over pointless debate. All right. We have to guard our gates, our peace, and our energy. Real spit, y'all. Because the more the chaos ensues, the more dangerous things will become. Back to this thing where we were saying, it's suggested that we have to love ourselves, man. And I'm telling you, you know, just, you know, from this perspective, if you love yourself, man, then you can defend yourself against any of that or all that, man, that's seeking to bring you down or hurt you. You know what I mean? Um, you'll be better prepared, man. You get love for self provides a whole lot. Again, not, you know, not just love for you, but for others. Love also provides, you know, a sense of awareness, man. I think, you know, where, you know, you're not going to allow yourself to be in a position where you know, love becomes non-existent, you know, or it can be turned into something that it ain't supposed to, you know. We have to guard ourselves, man, against, you know, those energies or those influences, man, that look to, you know, bust in the gates, man, that look to bring, you know, dissension and destruction, man, to our doors, man. We got work to do, you know, we got work to do. We have to guard our work like you would guard your life, you know. When we get to this point, man, where you're loving yourself, man, like you're supposed to, that thing is going to work the way it's supposed to, man. You're going to end up loving those that you thought you hated, man. You're going to find a reason to love a person, man, because look, man, if you can love you, and most of us know what we done, what we done been through, but if you can find that you know, once you find that love for self, the love for all those others, man, it's gonna come naturally, man. It's gonna be something, man, that you'll utilize without restraint. At the same time, though, you're gonna love yourself enough to know what's right and what's wrong, not just for you, but for your community. And you're gonna do the work, man, to get that thing right. Continue to love yourself so that you can love others. All right. Support who you are and what you are, so that that support can melt over, spill over to others, man, who might need it. Just take care of yourself. Take care of others like you would yourself, you know? We're in a real fight, man. And we're going to be in this fight, man, until we tired of fighting, where we end all this BS, man, and make it to where, you know, we're in a boat, we're in a position where none of this would exist anymore. All we got is us, man. That's it. Again, ain't nobody else coming to help us or to rescue us or to fight for us or to take care of us. All we have is us. All right. Do the real work, do the righteous work. All right. Peace and blessings to the people, man. B1 equals black first. People over paper. Power's in the people, man. Take care. Black power. Peace and love. Everybody take care. Have a good night.